Okay, so this is the build guide that I've been wanting to do for my character. I did have a video up yesterday which was a preview of it, just to show what it can do in battle. Now as you can see, it is based on not being hit and while doing a good amount of damage. It's not the best damage output build, but it is a more survivable one, especially if the enemy get a lucky hit on you, really, because this one is based on trying to not get hit. While other builds can put out a lot more damage, if a hit goes through, they can be taken out. This one, you try and get past that, really. So I'll just go straight into my character here. Now I'm not going to show any more combat in this because I'm going to just either link to the other video or I'll just have it playing as an overlay at some point. And I do apologise now because I do have a cold, so I may cough at some point, like there. And so as you can see, with my character, ignore the costume that he's wearing, I have 9,304 health, 7,800 TP. Ranged attack isn't the best, but that's not what we're going for because I have absolutely no ranged damaging attacks on this build. My total melee attack is 1,138 with dual blades, and accuracy range doesn't really matter about them because you're in full metal jaguar, so as long as they're above 300 it'll be good. The full metal jaguar is there because you need it for the extra accuracy and extra evasion. And as you can see, my evasion is at 412, just as standard. Not as standard, it's at 112 as standard, but with everything I've put on, it's at 412, and potential is 123, because you're not going to be using any damaging TP arcs on this. So, we'll just go over here to my actual gear, and now with the additional effects on the gear, just get anything that you feel would actually be suitable for yourself. But with the augments that you can put on your gear, these are the ones that I would recommend. So for one of your weapons, get melee attack up 20 and gain TP 20 straight away. I'm going to change that one that says melee attack boost 5. I'm going to put it up to melee attack boost 20, or I'm going to put in a reflect now, because I do have once art on which is ether, so I'm going to change it about just in case I come up against anybody that can reflect that. And onto my blades, I'm using these at the moment just because they had arch gain TP on them. So that's with arch gain TP augment that's on my guns, plus arch gain TP on this one, that's giving me 350 TP every time you use an arch. So that's keeping my TP up while I'm in overdrive. And with the augments I've put on it myself, it's just 3 melee attack up, which is giving me an extra 450 attack. In the armour, as I said, just get anything you want. With this, I've went with a potential up and potential missed, because I'm working on another build where it will use an actual TP attack. I'm not sure what it's going to be with yet. Might be dual blades, might be another weapon class altogether. But with the augment that you put on yourself, go with evasion boost if you have a high enough evasion to begin with. My evasion without anything on, as I've said, is 112, so 25% of that is 28, and the normal evasion up augment only adds on 25, so it's best off to go for evasion boost if you have more than 100 evasion to start off with. And I actually have 4 of those on to give me an extra 100% evasion there. But with the additional effects I've got on my other pieces, I might have HP up on this, on my actual chest piece, max TP on the arm, left arm. This arm is here still level 58 because I've not found anything that can actually replace it with at the moment. It's actually as good and has the skills I want on it. So in here I've got another HP up, but I've also got melee attack up again, so that's giving me a lot more, and also my 4th evasion boost. And after you've put on 4 evasion boosts, you can't put another evasion boost on because it doesn't calculate it that way. But on the last piece of armour, which is your leg armour, I've got 2 evasion 20 on this. One was already there, it started off as an evasion boost 14, I upgraded it to evasion boost 20, and then I put my own evasion up onto it as well, which all of these evasion up and evasion boost augments and the evasion up that's already on my leg armour is giving me 412 total evasion to begin with. And then as I move on to my arcs, if you watch the previous video of the preview of this, you can see that as soon as I activate overdrive, I go into Ghost Factory and then I use 7th Edge right after it. That's because if you use a arc that belongs to the guns, which is these three here, and I use 7th Edge right after it, every hit 7th Edge gives you an extra 60 TP, so that's an extra 360, I'm sure. I'm just doing it off the top of my head, I'm sure it's 360. And then that on top of the 350 you're already getting from the arcs gain TP augments that are on your weapons and anything else. And then I go into Electric Surge and then Backslash, and then I go back, then I go back to Ghostwalker after that. Now I do this because I want to try and raise up my overdrive count as quickly as possible. This one hits 6 times, this one hits 3 times, and Backslash only hits once. Now, but sometimes you get overdrive count double, so this will do 12, 6 and 2, which will get your overdrive count up quite quickly. And then when it's up quite high, I like to be in the 70s before I start doing this, I'll use Killing Machine, and then I'll start to use Primer as well. Primer will give you an extra 200 TP, and you can use it 3 times in a row if it's got its second or third cooldown done. So you can use it practically every time it's done. You can just use it straight away again as many times as it's ready to use. Same with Blood Sacrifice. I only use this when I really need to, and I only use it because I want to have Electric Surge doing more damage, because Electric Surge needs, well, it doesn't need, but the lower health you have, the more damage Electric Surge will do. Now I just try and put these all in when I can use them, but my main priority for using these is 7th Edge, Electric Surge, Backslash, Ghost Factory and Repeat. Now I've got both of these on just in case, because there is some enemies that can remove the Ghost Factory decoy quite quickly, because the decoy only lasts for 6 hits, so if those 6 hits get taken off straight away, go with Ghostwalker. It's just more of a backup plan to help your evasion. If you forget to put it on, your evasion is there, but always try to keep Ghostwalker or Ghost Factory on. Now onto the skills that I use. Straight away I use Mighty Muscle because it boosts melee attack by 30%. Fleet Feet because it gives you an extra 30% evasion when you're wielding a melee weapon in combat. Now if the calculation is correct, and it's 30% of 412, I should have 535 evasion while in combat using my melee weapons. Iron Knuckle because it boosts physical damage by 50%. Both of my weapons attributes is the physical attribute, so that's boosting any damage I do straight away with standard melee attacks, 7th Edge and Backslash, because those all use weapon attribute. Ether damage is what 7th Edge Electric Surge does. And then I also use Supreme Sword because if you use 7th Edge, Electric Surge, Backslash all in succession, Electric Surge and Backslash does double damage on both of their attacks, so that's going to help with that as well. And soul voices don't really matter. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope this build does help you out. I'm working on another build right now. I'm not sure if it's going to either use the dual swords again or a different weapon type, but I hope this build's helped out. I hope you have a good new year, and thank you to everyone who's subscribed to me recently. Bye now.